Today we are reading What Does It Mean to Be Kind by Rana de Orio, illustrated by Stephanie George with permission from Scholastic Publishing.
What does it mean to be kind? Does it mean being a type or a category? No. Does it mean paying with something other than money? No. Does it mean being sort of something? No. Being kind means smiling at the new student in class, or giving someone a compliment, holding the door open for someone else, sticking up for someone who is being bullied, seeing the best in people even when they are struggling to be their best, forgiving someone who has hurt you, helping an injured or lost animal, being patient even when you are in a hurry, saying please, thank you, you're welcome, and I'm sorry. Celebrating differences in others, encouraging someone who needs support, picking up trash that isn't yours, allowing yourself to make and learn from your mistakes. Noticing when someone is sad and taking the time to understand why. Caring for those less fortunate than you. Just a second, okay? Being kind means having the courage to treat others the way you'd like to be treated. Show your friends what it means to be kind and spread the word. If we can all be kind to each other and to ourselves, our world will be more loving, caring, and harmonious. The end.
Today we're going to create kindness rocks. The first step we did was we had to go find some nice flat large rocks that we could paint on. I'm going to show you just a couple of different ideas that I had. There's no exact way to do this. You can create whatever you would like on the rocks. I was inspired by the shape of this rock, so I turned it into an ice cream cone. So the bottom is just an upside down triangle, and then I made a scoop of ice cream on the top. These rocks will end up being as intricate and detailed as you'd like them to be, or they can be nice and simple. And then I added a little cherry on the top. Maybe I was hungry when I was painting my rocks, because then I turned this rock into a strawberry. Thought it was the perfect shape of a strawberry. Just painting it red, and then I will make the leafy part with green at the top. For this rock, I really love the flat shape of it, so I am just covering the whole rock with a base color of like a peach. I'm trying to get all the edges around, and this is going to be kind of the background of my rock. And then I'm going to create a circular design or a radial design all the way around the rock. So this is not an actual thing, but more of a design, which is another way to go about decorating your rocks. So I start the middle with a dot, then I do some lines around, again creating a radial design. And I switch to purple, continue to add the dots. You can use the tip of your brush, or you can use the back of your brush. It's really good for making dots as well. The type of paint I'm using is acrylic paint. It's going to work the best. You can probably use anything that you have. Finger paint, watercolor is not going to work on something like this, but any other type of paint would work. I'm making some dots along the edge. And so I just did dots in a circular pattern, and I think it creates a really nice design, and it looks really fun. And I love the peach in the background because it's the lightest color, and then you do all the darker colors on top. And then you see my 3 that I just showed you, and they're called kindness rocks because you can drop them in the street or on your walk, or leave them in your yard for other people in your neighborhood to find. Now I'm just taking a Sharpie and going over top and adding a little bit of detail, seeds to the strawberry, making my waffle cone. Then I use some more gold to add onto my circular design. These are just permanent markers. You can see the rocks that Parker made. She just used 3 colors and painted the rocks, and they ended up being kind of marbleized, which I love. I think it's so cute. I created a cardinal for Virginia Heights. Gave her some legs and a beak. You can see my Wasina Stars rock up there too. And if you did something like marbleized your rocks like Parker did, then you could write little sayings on them like be kind, you're awesome. Parker wouldn't allow me to do that, but do your best. Another little activity you could do with your rocks is trace them and then measure the length of them. And then you could separate them into categories based on the length and the, what you find. Parker, say, come back next week.
Come back next week.
You have to look up. Come back next week.
Come back next week.